This is Common Sense Radio.
Joining us on the phone now is the Senate Majority Leader, Randy Richardville, who broke away just for a moment to speak with us about this. Randy, good morning.
Well, good morning, Steve. Actually, I just made a motion to adjourn, and the Senate just adjourned within 30 seconds or so of your phone call.
Well, I greatly appreciate it. Why, just to take my call?
You and your listeners mean that much to us.
Just like my friend Randy Richardville, who you just talked to. It's both of our last day, and it was a long one and an important one. So I'm really glad we finally got something that could possibly fix the roads, and I'm proud of it, and we just got to get it passed the ballot now.
So if you're proud of it, I'm going to assume that I was going to ask you how you voted on it. I'm going to assume you voted for the measure.
Oh, yeah. The Senate actually put together a bipartisan plan months ago, which the House never took action on, and so we put something together that I think is a good piece of legislation.
Senator Gretchen Whitmer.
Straightforward, no excuses.
The congressman from Oklahoma, Jim Bridenstine, who was turned away at Fort Sill in his district, where he wanted to see about 1,200 kids being held there. You went to Fort Sill, and you said, listen,
yes.
Can I see what's going on here? Can you tell the story to our listeners?
So I had a meeting scheduled with the base commander down there, whom I have known for a while. And as we were ending our conversation, I said, I'd like to visit the HHS facility here on the base. And the commanding general said, look, that's not my mission. If you want to go over there, you can feel free, but I'm not going to go with you. It's not my mission. So I went over, and here's what I saw. It was like a barracks, just like any other military barracks, and around it was a new chain link fence, and then the chain link fence was covered with material so that you couldn't see through it. We drove around a couple of times trying to find just a gate guard. Drove around a couple of times. There was no gate guard. There was no gate. There was a couple of areas that were gates, but they were locked shut with chain link fence and locked shut. Finally, I saw somebody peering through. We stopped the car. I got out. I told the gentleman, "Hi, my name's Congressman Jim Bridenstine. It'd be great if I could talk to the person who runs the facility." And he made a radio call, and they called back and said, "We're not doing tours until July 21st."
Hey, boy!
Yeah, it's not cynical. It's common sense.
Pay attention to me when I'm talking to you.
Dan Perino with us now. A 90-year-old World War II veteran from Michigan, been denied benefits for 68 years. Finally, about a month ago, he got 50%. He has the Purple Heart. He carries shrapnel. He's 90 with PTSD. And these are the sorts of stories that are now all coming to the surface. This president has a damage control problem. At least that's my take on it. What's yours?
Well, I certainly think that they have a larger problem than it appears that they anticipated. And look, I can feel for Jay Carney, but only up to a point. The Republicans are not the ones that suggested a Rose Garden ceremony with Bergdahl's father to stand next to the president, and for Susan Rice, the National Security Advisor, to go on Sunday shows and suggest, and actually not just suggest, she said, without qualification, that Bergdahl served with honor and distinction.
Jesse Waters takes it to an all-new level. He's also on the phone with us this morning. Jesse, good morning.
Good morning, Steve. Thanks for having me on the show.
So we've had Bob Beckel on this program 2 or 3 times. We've tried to counsel Bob here through our conservative, common sense process. How did you get the job you've got as opposed to being on a more serious conversation program like The Five?
Years ago, Bill would send me out to go confront these bad judges that gave these sex offenders soft sentences for these child rapes.
Right.
And, you get out there and you stake these guys out and you confront them for being, not accountable to the people. And I started doing more and more of that, and you get comfortable out there on the live wire. And then you kind of move up and you do Fox and Friends, or you do Outnumbered, or you do The Five. And it's been a wild ride. I'm just enjoying every minute of it.
Then you talk to chicks in thong bikinis. I get it. I see how that follows. Is there a job?
Sensing something over here.
Well, it was just so blatant. I'm sorry. It was just, I laughed out loud.
It's a beautiful day.